So the war within and overcoming yourself. Now the war within, it's something we have inside us now. It's a lot of people are struggling with like mental health. A lot of people are struggling with just overcoming a lot of addictions and modern technology and things like that. And I think there's a lot of problems with that. And people don't know how to deal with a lot of these addictions nowadays and just scrolling and everything like that. And just this war within we have within ourselves, because we don't have any great depression or wars or really a great struggle, since life is easier, especially in the first world countries. Life is quite easy to an extent. Like, you don't have to try that hard to live a comfortable life. So because of that, most people don't bother trying very hard and they're very content. A lot of people deep down, they're very depressed and lonely, or not content with life, but they can't be bothered to try because they're comfortable staying where they are. And that's kind of the war within, is overcoming yourself and getting past this war inside yourself. But a lot of people just give up on the war in a sense and surrender to it instead of fighting and being better. And I think that's why we have a lot of lack nowadays, in terms of like the youth not trying very hard. Of course there are outliers, as usual. There's always outliers, people who are on the more top end or rising to the top, and then the people at the bottom. But in a sense, that's basically the war within. So with modern technology, a lot of modern technology has pretty much just added a lot of temptations, distractions, addictions, and that makes a lot of things for us very hard to deal with, like mentally, and to get work done. And that kind of creates this war within us, because we have all this technology that makes things more comfortable, easier, distracts us and everything. So we have to take a lot of different things into account when we think about like trying to deal with our mental health and just work daily, compared to how it was back in the days. I'm sure there was distractions, but not to the extent we have now. And that very much leads me to the next point, which is just overcoming yourself. The most important part in overcoming yourself is kind of, first of all, you have to deal with all these technology addictions first, and different addictions, distractions you have. And then another battle just outside of modern technology is going to be fighting your own demons, your past trauma, and then like finding a peace within yourself and building that peace within yourself, and just kind of turning that mental battle into a victory slowly and into peace. It's very hard, especially when you're younger and you're very inexperienced. You might experience bad things, and that's when you need to just take a step back and kind of let life happen to you, learn stuff. Over time you'll find peace, I'm sure. You have to find your own purpose and forge a path for yourself. If you don't find anything for yourself to do, you're going to end up in a position where you're just going to be fighting a mental battle, or you'll give up and you're going to give into all the distractions and modern technology and temptations and whatever, addictions. So you have to find this like strength within yourself to fight for your own mental health, as well as fighting the temptations of the external world that it would affect your war within. So to really beat the war within, you have to first of all fight all this external stuff, and then you have to fight the actual fight inside yourself and deal with all of that mental stuff. And then once you've done that, you can most likely find peace. But reaching that point is going to take years, and some have it easier than others. Some people don't even think about this stuff and they kind of live their normal life. They don't notice that they give up, or they just kind of go by society norms and rules and whatever. So they don't really notice a lot of their struggles, or they might not even have any struggle. But usually everybody has some kind of struggle they're hiding underneath. They just don't like to tell about it, let's just say anything, or be vulnerable to the world. Anyways, I wanted to make this a short video, and hopefully you got some value out of this, and just wanted to kind of speak on this war within that's been on my mind a little bit. It goes into a lot of different topics I've probably talked about before as well, but I felt like this was a topic I wanted to say something on, and I think it's fairly interesting. You know, like how to deal with the external and then like your inside mental battles and like things like that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next video.